Gab Marcotti, it seems like we're now maybe one step closer to a 48-team World Cup in 2022. Just a straight question. Do you think we will see 48 teams at the 2022 World Cup?
Yeah. Well, they already voted to have 48 in 2026. They obviously Qatar is too small to have a 48-team World Cup. Some would say it's too small to have a 32-team World Cup. So what they decided to do is we think 48 teams is good. We don't believe Qatar can host this many games on its own unless you make the tournament longer, which we don't want to do. So we'll do it provisionally with one or two of their neighbors hosting some of the games. Right now, though, they looked at sort of 5 neighboring countries. The problem is 3 of them, Bahrain, Saudi, and United Arab Emirates, currently have a blockade against Qatar. So there's no direct flights. There's all sorts of diplomatic tensions. So they're out of the picture as of right now. So they're going to explore the situation between now and June, and they're going to look at Kuwait and Oman to maybe provide between 2 and 4 venues for the World Cup if it does go to 48. So they're still in the exploratory phase. There's no question, though, a vast majority of FIFA's 212 member nations, more than 90%, according to FIFA, are in favor of this and will overwhelmingly back it if they determine that it is viable.
90%. I feel like those statistics in studio might be a little bit different. Craig, what do you think?
I don't like the 48-team World Cup anyway. Never
Why?
Mind. Why?
Yeah.
Because it's the same as diluting the competition. Some might say it's giving opportunity, but there's a reason those teams that are not there when it's the 32 World Cup are not there. Because they've been given an opportunity to get there, and they're not good enough to get there.
Do you hate the expansion from 24 to 32?
Sorry?
Did you not like the expansion from 24 to 32?
Well, that's not such a big jump, but now we're at 48. I just don't like it. I think it's diluting the quality, and I don't think that's what a World Cup is all about, in my opinion.
The World Cup, when I think of the World Cup, I think of the very best teams that are there in merit. It's an exclusive competition. It's from the best of the best from each of the regions around the world. This makes it an inclusive tournament. It makes it, well, everybody come on over. And I can tell you, coming from a country who has never qualified to a World Cup, and I have been part of those World Cup qualifying cycles, that we have come up short time and time again, coming ever so close. Probably, maybe, this opens the door for a country like Venezuela. Even then, I would tell you, I don't like it. I don't see it. I don't want it. It should be an exclusive tournament reserved for the very best. Reserved for the very best. It's a World Cup. It's not an invitational.
I would have, Scotland, Venezuela, Trinidad, I would have thought there'd be somebody on this panel that would say, yeah, let's open it up.
But I'm not looking at it from somebody who's... If Scotland don't get to a major tournament or Venezuela don't get to a major tournament, that's their own predicament. And they have to be better. You know, we qualified for European Championships and World Cups in my time and playing for Scotland, and then towards the end we failed to qualify, and so we got what we deserved for Euro 2000, lost to England in a 2-game playoff, and rightly so, never got to the Euros. So I'm not... You know, we're not, as Ali said, it's not some invitational here where we're going to write out to teams and see who wants to come and play at the next World Cup. You've got to earn your right. You've got to earn your right to be in that competition. And I just don't know about you, Shaq. I just don't want to see it diluted.
It's unanimous here. I think 32 is more than enough. 48 is taking away from it somewhat.
All right, so we still have 3 years to sort out all the...
Can I chuck another element into this?
Quickly.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to chuck another element to it. I don't actually mind there being more games. I quite like the idea of there being more games. But you go from 32 up to 48 and you completely ruin the structure of the tournament. You make it very, very difficult to fit all these games in. You make a total mockery of the group stage. So if you're going to go from 32, you've got to go to 64.